I want to talk about this beef. This beef between Floyd Mayweather and Oscar de la Hoya. And this beef been going on for a long, long time now. And I think around this time, I think it's a little bit immature. I really do think that these guys need to sit in the room. His people, Floyd Mayweather and Oscar's people need to get together and get these twos in a room, hash it out, so they could be business partners and run boxing. Especially right now. There's no better two men right now for boxing that could be very impactful for the fighters on the fighting side and on the business side. These two individuals, the last two cash cows of our generation in boxing, are respected in skills, are respected in the business wise. These two guys that fought, put out their blood, sweat, and tears into the sport, and out on the business side is doing wonderful, should be running boxing. These two should be running boxes. Ain't no top Bob Arum, Eddie Hearns. All these people shouldn't be running boxing. They never put no gloves on. They ain't never took no blows. These two are perfect to run boxing. And these two should be on the same page. And the beef needs to end. Because it's kind of immature. But I want to clarify. I think a lot of people don't know where this beef really stands on. I don't really think people really know why these two dudes are beefing. Why these two dudes don't like each other. And I think, and I don't think a lot of people have touched on this subject. And I'm not going to say that I'm right in everything. I'm not going to say I'm 100% right, accurate. I'm just looking from the outside in. But this is what I see. Now, of course, we all know that Floyd Mayweather and Oscar de la Hoya was top ranked fighters, and we all know that Oscar de la Hoya was the cash cow, not only for top ranked promotions, but the whole of the boxing entire boxing, he was the biggest after Mike Tyson. He was the biggest. He was the king of boxing. He was the moneymaker. And we all know that in that promotional company, Floyd Mayweather was second. And probably there was a little bit envious. There's probably a little bit of jealousy. Not his skills, but, and probably the way they was marketing, the way he had him out there. He's the cash cows. Oscar de la Hoya, the golden boy. Everybody loved him. Respected him. Had the looks, had everything. And I think that's where it stands. And I think it might be a little bitterness in that point. But I think where it went deeper, and I think a lot of people really don't touch on this subject. Where it went deeper, I think people forgot that Floyd Mayweather Jr. evicted his father from the house that he bought him. I don't know. They had a fall. They had a fallout. He evicted him from the house. Whatever. Senior was on his own. And guess who came for the rescue? Oscar de la Hoya. He saved Senior's career. He lifted him up. Made him a millionaire trainer. I still haven't met no millionaire trainers. Made him a millionaire trainer. And that was his son's job. That was Floyd Mayweather's job. Because Senior gave Floyd Mayweather everything. The man that you see right now, Floyd Mayweather Senior painted that. He was a Joe Jackson. He made Floyd. But Oscar de la Hoya was the one that repaid him. Oscar De La Hoya was the one that repaid Mayweather Sr. Made him a household name as a trainer. Paid him very, very well. Helped him out with a house. Now, when they fought, we all know it was a split decision and Floyd Mayweather won. But it's been documented. Even so on that fight, Oscar De La Hoya was the one that bought the ticket for Senior to see that fight. And at the end of the fight, Senior told Oscar De La Hoya that he won that fight. So there's a resentment because we all know what, damn, you know. And after, of course, after that bout, Go the Board Promotion was promoting Floyd Mayweather's fights, like 10 of them after their fight. So if Oscar De La Hoya really, really hated Floyd Mayweather, he won't be putting money in his pocket. He gave him the biggest paycheck, and he promoted his fights after that. So they was making money. But during those press conferences that Floyd Mayweather had versus his opponent in those press conferences, he was always dirtying Hoya's name, always dissing him for no reason. All you see is De La Hoya just smiling. He don't understand why. But I think it stems from that, yes, Floyd Mayweather is 50-0 with abstract. I'm not hating. I love Floyd Mayweather, but last fight, I don't know. That should have been an exhibition. He's 50-0, yet the only bout that his father feel like he lost was against Oscar De La Hoya. And Floyd Mayweather does fight for his father. I believe so. You can hear it when he talks about him, especially when he got older, when he got matured. So I think that's the bitterness, because Senior is in the middle of it, and Senior will probably tell you right in his face, like, you could say whatever y'all want from anybody, but when it comes to Oscar De La Hoya, and it's time to pick between his son and him, I think of course he's gonna pick his son, but Senior's gonna think about it, because Senior can't bite the hand that fed him when he was down and out. And that's the difference, is the people that help you from down and out. Those are the ones that count. Not when you good already. He made millions without Floyd. And it was Oscar De La Hoya. And Oscar De La Hoya, and in the back of Mayweather mind, Money May was created by Oscar De La Hoya. And it's either you choose one way. It's either you appreciate it, or it's either you bite the hand that feeds you. It's either, you know, it's like in the movies, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got your man on the side and he's rocking with you, but then he see the fame, he want that. He need to knock you out so he could be the king. And I think the bitterness towards Oscar De La Hoya's bitterness towards Floyd Mayweather stems from, I think he's more mad at Al Heyman than Floyd Mayweather, because they was all business partners when Go the Board was promoting for them. Richard Schaefer, we already know they had a little fallout with Oscar De La Hoya, so it was all planned for them, you know, to minus out, to cancel. You know what I'm saying? Like New Jack City, cancel that bitch. They was trying to cancel Oscar De La Hoya. They took all his fighters. It was all planned. And I think the dude that was planning all of it, that put in Al Heyman's head, was probably Mayweather. So to this day, he's going to discredit De La Hoya. He discredits everything, and instead of just lifting up boxing. And I think Oscar De La Hoya is really not bitter. I think he really don't appreciate Floyd Mayweather for not appreciating what Oscar De La Hoya did for his career. And that's facts. I believe that's facts. I believe around Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather is insecure because Oscar De La Hoya did make you the man you are today. Not saying that he gave you the skills. I'm talking about he gave you the Money Mayweather name, because he ain't had to fight you at 154. Maybe he would have retired. What would have happened then? Who Mayweather would have fought then? Ain't no shots at Mayweather. I'm just saying this beef needs to end to better boxing. That's all I'm saying. And I think they both should get in the room, be mature, has this thing out, and run boxing. Because there's no better two-man around boxing than these two. They successful in the ring. They successful out the ring. They respect it, skill, business-wise, everything. And these guys save boxing. These guys are good for boxing. And these guys should take over boxing. That's my take.